Once you've established your design and you've agreed on that, when we actually get to the point of installation, you don't have to be home. And we set that up intentionally because we want to provide the most convenience we can for our customers. Unless you request to be scheduled or that you want to be a part of the installation and see what's going on, then we'll show up, get your installation done. Once your design's selected, we're going to create an amp calculation, which is going to basically give us the power distribution and where that's going to be allocated, and then how much we actually need to make sure that when we plug the lights in, they're working. So this will be kind of the first follow-up to your actual selecting your design and all of your selections being picked. The next appointment will be that electrical appointment. And what we're going to do there, we're going to access your power, your electrical panel. We're going to put in a dedicated circuit that's also going to be controlled by an exterior time clock. That allows us access for troubleshooting problems, anything that may occur down the road. We typically operate a crew between 3 or 4 crew members with a crew leader there. They're gonna be on your property, somewhere between an hour, hour and a half, somewhere along those lines, just depending on the scope of the design.
So the crews and the account managers are insured. Now, when it comes to safety, once the guys get on the roof, they use harnesses and ropes to have some type of fall restraint system. They're making sure that they're operating safely when they're out on the edge of your roof. Accessing the roof, you gotta take care of putting the ladders up against the gutters. Sometimes we have to use padding in between there. It's all situation dependent based on your home. You have to behave differently whenever you're on a tile roof compared to a composite shingle roof. The people who we have, they're experienced. If they're on a tile roof, they know where they can walk and where they can't walk to be able to complete your installation and get everything where it needs to be to make it look great, but not damage your property. A funny thing that we'll use as an analogy is we can come out here and make your house look like the Griswolds if you want, but you don't have to have all the extension cords all over the place, and it doesn't need to blow up when you plug it in. So as you see your gutter lines and the rest of the fascia where maybe there's no gutters but there's shingles, we use specific types of plastic tabs, so it's a temporary installation. We're not nailing anything in, and we're using custom cut extension cords with custom plugs, so it almost looks seamless. We have special stakes that we use to where we can stake them down in the grass, and it's not going to get cut up by lawn equipment or anything like that. As we go through the beds, we can put a little mulch over them in areas that are going to be most noticeable when you're getting close to entryways. And other than that, it's just care. It's just taking a little bit of extra time to hide it behind some landscaping or to run it behind the edge of the landscaping bed, whether it's rocks or the metal edging. We even use specific colors of cords that are gonna tie in with the colors of the roof. So that's one of the things that makes us unique, is the cleanliness of the installation. Anchoring and wreathing garlands, so oftentimes you will have an anchor with that. We take care to make sure that we put it in an area that's not gonna be obtrusive and it's gonna be minimally invasive. You really can't just stick a plastic wall hanger on brick and hang a wreath with that. It's not gonna work. We make sure to communicate that with you, and when we're doing your design process, that's when a lot of that stuff comes in. So we have to ask those questions. If that's not something the customer wants, then the easy thing is to design around that.
As far as the assigning of crews, what we do with that is we like to keep the same crews that come back year after year that work within our core business, which is Christmas lights. They're assigned to specific areas. That gives them the benefit of knowing properties, is that they go back, they understand installation. Hey, this was on this house, this was on that house. So we do like to keep those crews divided up into certain areas. And then when we do the takedown, it's the same crew, and year over year, that obviously becomes much more efficient, and the end result is you get lights that work and look good for you.